Well, we all have observed the rising trend, where people are more using the cab aggregators like Ola and Uber. And currently, there is an increasing trend of revenue model of Rapido as well, which is a scooter sharing application. While seeing their basically observing their rapid increase in the revenue, Vogo came up with an idea to introduce some self-driven e-bikes. So Vogo basically came up into the market to basically disrupt the this transportation facility being provided by Ola, Uber, and Rapido by their cost-effective, technology-dependent bikes. So basically, they provide the last mile connectivity using the e-bikes and petrol-enabled bikes founded by Mr. Anand, Mr. Paddy, and Mr. Sanchez. So they are basically currently dealing in like e-bikes and petrol bikes, and the revenue is basically came from the fare that they charge and also the heavy penalty that they imply on the users if by any chance they do not follow the rules. The milestone that they have achieved is like they basically started with the two locations, that is Bangalore and Hyderabad, and currently they have presence in Manipal and Mysuru as well, and they're expanding day by day as well. So they have basically hit 5k rides per month and has been backed by the Ola by $100 million funding, and the $120 million funding is what they have received till date. Okay, so when we talk about the top notch services that they provide, so they provide a short bike every day, that basically termed as Spark, and they enabled personals to drive through the shorter distances or maybe the longer distances using the bikes. Okay, then second comes the college rides. So they have some tie-up with IITs, and where they basically have their pickup point set up there within the campus, so people can enjoy the bikes. Basically, there's an interesting story that you can browse from yourstory.com, the story of their founders. So they basically discussed that basically they started this very model within the IIT campus only, where they see a possible opportunity where they can expand it into the cities and into the tier 1 tier 2 cities, and they now have been spread into more than 5 cities at present. So when we talk about their top notch services, that they are also involved in selling their accessories in the form of helmet, gloves, and other gear accessories. Upcoming services that they can bring is like rent and share or maybe ride and share, where two person sharing the same destination can share the bike. So Yulu enabling factors, just like the other bounce and Yulu enabling factor, they are also enabled by the internet boom being present in the India itself, and their presence in the form of application in both the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. They basically target the common people demand. So what common people basically was demanding, for example, if I am traveling alone, I can't afford an Ola or Uber. I can't even afford the Ola pool, the Ola share and Uber pool, because they are very cost effective. So what I can basically afford a bike service that only charge me rupees 10 per 5 kilometer that I travel. So that is what Vogo bring. So Vogo basically target the common people, the middlemen, and the lower class persons via last mile connectivity and IoT enabled bikes which do not required keys. So they are basically operated via OTP. The OTP will be there in your phone and you can enable the bikes. Sound interesting? Let's check out how they basically works. So how Vogo works? So you basically simply need to install their application. You need to create a profile, and then the Vogo itself will let you know where is the nearest pickup point for Vogo, and then you need to walk down to that nearest point, and then you need to confirm the booking by making the payment, and then you need to reach the pickup point, and after making the payment you can enjoy the ride. Make sure to follow the traffic rules and wear the helmet during riding, and then enter the OTP, and once you basically finish the ride, you need to drop the vehicle at the drop zone of Vogo, and then you can move to the final destination point of yours via walking. Okay, so how Vogo basically earns? So Vogo charge you as low as like rupees 5 per kilometer only, and that depends on the distance travel. So how many kilometers you will travel, 5 into would be the total fare. And there's a heavy penalty, man. If you by any chance parked at the wrong wrong point, which is not a Vogo drop zone, that there will be a heavy penalty, which varies from 100 to 2000, basically the category where you fall into. Then there could be possible perspective there where Vogo can introduce, like, promote your brand services on their vehicles, where you can basically promote the X company can promote their services on their bikes via a poster or so. Okay, the possible challenges which can help you during the interview process. So at the end of the interview generally asks, any questions for me. So you can ask them, sir, what is your strategy to fight with the rising competition, especially from Bounce and Ravenzy, because they are also working on the same model. Sir, how would you, I recently heard that the company have taken 25 crore in the form of debt from Alberti Alteria Capital. So this is a huge amount. So what's the strategy, basically, to basically cover that up? And then the quality, how would you ensure the quality of bikes, the availability of fuel, helmet, and the especially the charging discharging of the e-bikes. Then they're technology dependent, then they need to have a strong plans to counter attack the hacking attempt of the website or app shutdown attempt. Okay, so this is it. You can anytime cross verify the information using the link provided, and we look forward to have you present in the